I remember him trying to bend me over and penetrate me. I mean, already that day, I had the guy on the bus, then my so-called boyfriend, and then her uncle. He was like late 40s, drinking all day. And I remember him telling me how sexy I was and how I didn't look my age and how beautiful I was. And I was uncomfortable, but I didn't want to show it. Later that evening, it was dark. I remember she called 2 more of her friends to come pick us up, 2 guys. And we went riding around town with them. I had no idea where we were. I just remember her telling me to tell them that I was 16, I was 13. I remember sitting on a couch as a blunt came past my face, 2 guys just passing it around me, smoking. It's the first time I've ever seen weed, first time I ever smelled it. I was 13. That whole day was crazy, and I remember we ended up at some house or apartment somewhere, and I was laying on a bed with a guy, just talking to him, flirting as usual. And you know, I kissed him here and there, but you know, I was tired, and he kept on asking me. He was like, "Oh, we're gonna do it, blah, 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 blah." And I was like, "No, we're not gonna do it." Like, here I am, just being a flirt. 13 years old, saying I was 16. I mean, this guy had to be like 22. I mean, this guy was huge. I remember he was like 6'4", 6'5", like all muscle. But I remember flirting and falling asleep. And then the next thing I know, he was on top of me. My pants were pulled down and he was inside of me. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know what to do. I remember it hurting, so I took my hands and I put them on his hips. I remember feeling his hip bones and digging my hands into his hips, trying to push him off. And then he decided to take my hands and pin them behind my head. And he kept going. I didn't know what to do. In my mind, I'm like, this is how you lose your virginity? This is how it's supposed to go? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Am I supposed to go along with this? I don't know what's happening. I can't move. It hurts. I was so scared. And after he was done, he walked away, left me in the room. Then I remember riding back to my friend's house to drop us back off. And I remember curling up into a little ball on her floor, damn near in tears. And her uncle comes in. And I tell them what happened, and they were like, "Oh, Shannon lost her virginity. That's what happened." And I was scared because no protection was used. And I remember her uncle telling me that if I was pregnant, it was going to be the most beautiful baby in the world because I'm so beautiful. At this point, it was probably like 5 o'clock in the morning. And I remember walking out into the laundry room so I could just get some air. And her uncle came in there, picked me up and put me on top of the washer and decided to put his hands inside me and feel on me and kiss on my breast and my neck. That day started with the guy on the bus, then a guy behind a bush, then a guy on a bed, and then an old man. I didn't tell anybody.